Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Help support my channel. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers pretty much as soon as possible. So then I go live streaming because YouTube policy, they won't let me go live until I have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all the folks out there that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet, please take this moment now with helping me. Click subscribe. Next, click the bell. And next, click all. This helps you receive a notification when I post my next videos. Plus, click the thumbs up button and every time you watch my videos. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on either my Patreon or PayPal links. If you join my Patreon page, then you'll get early access to these videos 24 hours before they're posted on the YouTube and lots more. If you prefer just leaving a small tip, click on PayPal. Either way, then you get that warm sense of satisfaction years down the line knowing that you helped me become a successful YouTuber. Tuesday, January 11th, 5:02 p.m. The U.S. stock market is closed and the U.S. futures market is closed. So let's do a top-down analyze on the treasuries and currencies. First, we'll start off with the 30-year bond. Look at the weekly candles. There's a lot of talk going on from talking heads that are talking nonsense. We have the 30-year bonds. Current candle is green for the week. It's not done yet. It's only Tuesday. They already made a lower low than the prior week, and it's trading back inside the range of the prior week. As these 30-year bonds go lower, the inverse goes with the yields, higher interest rates. Yeah. So the Fed made comments today, and people are saying in the media that interest rates are going to be raised real soon. Well, if that was factual, then you would expect these bonds to go lower and the yields that have interest rates go higher. Got it? Charts don't lie unless someone's manipulating them by putting the wrong data in. Yeah. So again, talking heads, talking nonsense. The 10-year U.S. Treasury, same thing. Made a lower low for the week, green, trading inside the prior range. And the 5-year Treasury is currently red, made a lower low, red, below the close of the prior week. So I'm still bearish these treasuries and still trading on the downside. Got it. I would not be looking to buy these to trade on the upside because I'm expecting the interest rates not to go much lower and to turn around sometime. But just because they don't go higher, the interest rates, yeah, don't expect the interest rates to go lower and higher. Got it? Yeah, so a retracement on these, I'd be looking to consider to reload for a setup and that trigger to go short again. An effect of U.S. treasuries, well, U.S. interest rates. Typically when the U.S. interest rates get stronger, the U.S., that would strengthen U.S. dollar. Or if there's panic or afraid worldwide, people would gravitate to safe haven currencies. One of those safe haven currencies is the U.S. dollar. Now we're looking at the U.S. dollar index. Yeah. Consolidation, look at that current blue trend line trending down. So U.S. dollar, I've been mentioning in the past weeks, if you listen to my past videos, I've been seeing this a potential setup to be bearish to trade short. So what would cause the U.S. dollar to go lower if, like I said, typically the interest rates going higher, the U.S. dollar should go stronger. So this dollar, looking at this right now, is doing something different than what's the history shown in the past. So people are happy, they're spending dollars. Your stock market's making new highs. Yeah, the charts don't lie. And what I'm seeing still, I'm seeing setups for this US dollar to decline, to go lower. But again, the dollar could do its own thing and interest rates could do its own thing. There is correlations, doesn't mean it has to happen. So me personally, I would highly recommend sharing with you, I will, go fill your gas tank up now, today, when you're watching this video. Why? Commodities price in US dollar. US dollar declines, crude oil should be going higher. Yeah. So just shared it to you. Even if you save a few pennies, I recommend you do that. Or if you want to make more money, consider buying crude oil and shorting US dollar. And let's find out which currencies are the best setups to be trading right now. Let's look here at cryptocurrency Bitcoin. Yep, it's still declining, lower high, lower low. It's green. Yep, but again, it's currently inside that prior body, but it's not done yet. The week hasn't ended yet, so I wouldn't be trading here. I don't see this as a trigger yet. And that last week we closed inside that demand zone. That's more bearish. Yeah, so I'm still seeing Bitcoin to go lower. It may do a retracement, not too high up somewhere, but again, I'm still seeing it coming down lower. Let's go look at the currencies now inside the US dollar. Potential trade ideas and setups. We'll first look at the euro, because the euro is the biggest currency US dollar index. It affects the most of the dollar. Look, the euro is an inside candle, yellow. It's also in this demand zone, buyers. Consolidation, consolidation, consolidation. Yes, staircase pattern, higher high. The euro against the dollar, hear me again, the euro against the dollar is showing strength here. Euro against other currencies is a whole different story, and we'll get there. The yen, declining yen. Yep, the yen's getting weaker against the US dollar still. Again, the yen is a safe haven currency, but people are not buying it. They're still selling it. Current candle, inside candle. Potential reversal single. And the British pound, the third biggest currency in the US dollar. I've been sharing this for weeks. Hopefully you've been buying it, like I mentioned. It's strong like bull. The British pound is gaining strength against the US dollar. Yep. If you just want to buy one share, that's fine too. If you've done that with many of the stocks, currencies, or any of the financial products I showed you, just buy one. That's a good balanced portfolio, and you would money manage them. Excuse me. I apologize. Keep the winners and get rid of the losers. Keep the winners, get rid of the losers. I'm sorry. Canadian dollar broke above that swing high this week. Outstanding. Yep. Broke above that inside candle too. Nice. So it's trending strong like the British pound against the US dollar now. Where we're looking at Swiss franc, a safe haven currency. Nope, it's weaker against the US dollar, trending to lower, lower low, lower high. Well, it's in the demand zone here. It hasn't finished the week yet. But again, just showing that's declining. The yen's declining. So those three safe haven currencies, US dollar, Japanese yen, and Swiss franc, all three are declining. Yeah, so there's not a flow to the safe haven currencies. Money's flowing into the other currencies, not the current safe haven currencies. So they must think things are going better now and in the near future. And that's why they're rotating out of the safe haven currencies, putting their money somewhere else, not just in cap currencies, but other things. So there's trades occurring right now. And the Australian dollar, wow, inside consolidation. So these big currencies that are in the US dollar, again, let's see where the bullish ones are. Wink, wink. The top right one, the British pound, it's still strong like bull. That's one to be in bullish. Second one is the Canadian dollar, which is interesting. It's doing better than the Australian dollar. Yep. So these two are the currencies right now I'm seeing strength, British pound and the Canadian dollar. But now I mentioned all these are pegged against the US dollar. Now let's look at some of these currencies against other currencies, see if they're really just as strong. So again, remember here, British pound strong, Canadian strong against the US dollar. We'll start off with the major currencies, which is the euro pairs. I already mentioned the euro US dollar. Let's go to the next, the euro Japanese yen, which is interesting pair. Euro and a safe haven currency, yen. So it's inside candle for the week. As this goes higher, that's strengthening the euro and weakening the yen. But right now it's in a battle. It's an consolidation phase. Okay, it's not done for the week, but let's label this. Here we go. Have to come back at the end of the week, see if that still yellow or breaks out. Euro pound. Yeah, we already identified the euro is gaining strength against the US dollar and the pound's gaining strength against the US dollar. But this pair, the euro pound, as this is declining, it's strengthening the pound. So we got the pound strengthening against the US dollar and pound strengthening against the euro. Yep. Again, this is the position to have been in. Hopefully you're in it already. The euro, Canadian dollar. Yep. So the Canadian dollar trending positive against the US dollar. So here we have the euro declining and Canadian dollar going strength. So again, that confirms that the Canadian dollar is strong against the US dollar and the euro. Yeah, that's good. That's good for the Canadian dollar. Some policy they're doing. Don't know what it is exactly, but they're doing something that's benefiting them. Oops, one more time. Just notice this green candle here. It's a bearish pin bar. We had this consolidation, bearish pin bar, faking out because it broke above that, luring a bunch of new buyers that faked them out. And then it reversed, went lower. So when you see this setup occur, consolidation, and this bearish pin bar, that's a trigger to go short the euro against the Canadian dollar. And as this decline, you'd be making money on the strength of the Canadian. Euro, Swiss franc, again, another safe haven currencies. And now we have the pair going higher. That's giving strength to the euro and weaker the Swiss franc. So again, it gives confirmation that the yen and Swiss franc are weak. Euro, Australian dollar, inside candle, not a surprise. We saw it weak also the euro, the Aussie against the US dollar. So here again, the euro, Aussie, not surprised. Go on the next, go on the Japanese pairs. I already mentioned the yen against the US dollar. It was bearish. The euro yen, we already mentioned that. British pound, yen. Wow. Inside consolidation. So the current trend is up. Again, giving favor to the British pound. We already mentioned that. Canadian dollar, yen. Canadian dollar is even stronger. Yeah. So there's several currency pairs you could trade the Canadian dollar against. So US dollar, Canadian euro, Canadian yen. Yep, the Canadian dollar is getting strength. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, two safe haven currencies pair. Yep, so declining prices here, that gives strength to the yen against the Swiss franc. And Australian dollar against the Japanese yen. Declining prices here, giving strength to the yen. Yeah, so Aussie's not doing that so good. We saw the Aussie struggling against the US dollar, struggling against the euro and against the pound, yeah, as well as against the yen here. So I wouldn't be trading those. Let's go to the next. Look at the pound pairs. US dollar, yen, we spoke about that. Oops, must have clicked on the wrong one. There we go, the pound pairs. Already did the US dollar one, the yen one, the euro one. Pound, Canadian dollar, it's an consolidation. Inside candle for the week. Pound, Swiss franc. Yeah, pound strong, look at that. This is going higher, stronger, pound, weaker franc. The pound, Australian dollar, the pound is going higher. Even though it's an inside candle, big impulse move up off that. So the takeaway, the three currencies I would be considering to stick with, stay in, or consider going into now: the pound, Canadian dollar, and bearish US dollar. So I'm going to end this here on a faster time frame so you could see. There we go. On a daily time frame. Look at the past week on daily candles. US dollar, lower highs, huge red candles. So we'll see if we're going to break lower. I take this back further. should be able to identify this has been a wedge. So on the daily time frame, it's been mostly a huge consolidation, but weaker on the top. It's just been massive consolidation. Put this on a weekly now, the US dollar. There we go. Now this is on a weekly, same thing, massive consolidation. So you had several currency pairs identified as trending, but the US dollar has not been trending. It's been consolidation, a lot of weakness. So that's my interpretation of what I see occurring and why I'm standing on the buys of certain currencies and the pairs I mentioned in the direction.